Yes, this is from Simon, Rising Sun. We got a chance to actually play it. 3-player game, play one round, but we still got a lot of it. And I did back this game, so I knew general. But so let's first hear your thoughts, since you didn't really back in stuff.
Right, this was one I was aware of course. How could you not be? But
I know, like, anything with Eric Lang, you're always perk up.
Right, you're Eric Lang, which is great. I really liked it. Right off the bat, what it really reminded me of a lot, which is a game you have yet to play yet, unfortunately, is Cry Havoc.
Yeah.
Or in general, it's an area control game. So if you've played those, you're going to be pretty familiar with what you're trying to do. You're moving guys around a map and trying to take over territories, and you have combat. But the thing that made me think of Cry Havoc was my favorite part of that game, which was the battling, where it's not just like a roll of the dice or just strength cards of who has the most guys on the board. You have a little mini board with multiple sections that you're betting money into, and for each one, whichever player has the higher amount of money on it, they win that part of the fight. So even if you lose the overall fight, there might be something you get out of it that may be more advantageous to you. I really liked that a lot. Also, there's the design of the board and the pieces and the mythology, the lore behind it was very cool. Seeing all the like Japanese spirits and that kind of a thing was awesome. My one thing that I don't think it's a problem, I'm just a little unsure of, because we didn't get to play the full game, is there is an ally system. We actually none of us allied with each other, but each round you can choose to ally with someone, and then you sort of piggyback off of their actions and get a benefit from it. And we've talked about this on the show before, sometimes with ally games where it's ultimately competitive, I feel a little like, I don't know, when should I ally with someone? That's more of a personal thing where I kind of like to be either with you or against you sometimes. But I want to see how it plays out, because I like the idea behind it. So you knowing more about the game going in, what did you think about all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it hit the notes that I knew I'd hope it would hit. And with the ally thing, I think that's something I look more forward to in a bigger game, because I think in a 3-player game it seemed a little, that's why, one of the reasons too, 2 out of 3 sort of. Right. But like, imagine with 5 people it becomes much more interesting. And of course there's a way to break those alliances too.
Oh yeah, and that will happen.
And I really like the uniqueness that each group did bring, because like my group I was playing, I forgot the names currently still, because once I play the game I'll sure remember them enough, but I was the pink group, which allowed me to pretty much choose whichever action I wanted during the action turn, which I actually used to try to, less to get the actions I wanted, but to cover up actions from you guys from getting them. And you were actually the turtles, and which gave you the fort, which was really cool. Like
that gave me the ability to have strongholds that could move, which are like a powerful thing that, and they give you a attack point for me, a strength point. Very, very useful. Definitely a faction that I would probably pick playing the game if I did get to choose. The actions thing is something we didn't talk about yet, where on your turn you have 4 cards, cardboard pieces that are your action choices, and then you pass it to your opponent. So you don't always maybe know which ones you're going to get, depending on what the pile is like, and depending if your team is in the game, you don't really know which one you picked.
Oh, so that's the best part.
Although you could show people if you want to. That's another aspect of your character. So there's some really interesting stuff there that makes it feel different than just another which action do you want to do. So I appreciate the work that they put into, the thought they put into making this feel different and fun. Overall, I really liked it. I definitely want to play a full game of it, for sure.
Yeah, and of course, a lot of beautiful minis. I was so excited. I can't wait, partly because there was a Godzilla-ish one.
Love Godzilla.
But yeah, overall, I loved playing it. I can't wait to actually get the full game and play a full game with you guys.
Yeah.
And of course, breaking alliance with you.
Yeah. We'll betray each other many times, I'm sure. It was on Kickstarter, but if you didn't get a chance, I'm sure it'll be available for sale, hopefully later in the year, so look out for it. Thanks for watching. For more Gen Con coverage, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Roll4Crit.
And to keep up to date, you can check out roll4crit.com/GenCon 2017 in order to get the latest, greatest news on Gen Con from Roll4Crit.